And welcome back again. And this time I'm not alone. My colleague Preeti Daya is also with me here. And Preeti, it's that time of the year when we are talking about cricketers and a multi-billion-dollar industry which is raining in moolah on them.
Absolutely. We're talking about the IPL auctions. This time, Ankit, it is the mini auction. It's not the mega auction. And in any mini auction, like every time, eyes are set on the uncapped Indian players.
Wow.
How much moolah can they make from the purses of the, the owners of IPL teams? And that's what we saw on this day as well.
So basically, uncapped Indian players, for the benefit of our viewers, are the ones who have not worn the Indian jersey, not played for Team India
so far.
Till now. I mean, of course, many from the IPL have got that opportunity, and many would be hoping in this IPL, they are the star performers, and then there is way for them in Team India. But tell us, Preeti, what have been the highlights? Who are those uncapped players that you are talking about, those who have really zoomed into the stratosphere of big money?
No, and in fact, today is the day when we really bring into the light the fact that there are some players who have been playing consistently at the domestic level, especially the state T20 leagues. And the likes of Prashant Veer and Karthik Sharma, both of whom have been picked up for 14.2 crore rupees, and both by CSK, are the living example of what domestic cricket can do for you. This is the highest ever IPL salary for any uncapped player, Ankit.
14.20 crores. I'm hoping there should be an auction for the anchors as well. Possibly we'll also pay. Our prices will also go up after that. But, for Kashmir also being represented, I mean, Aqib Dar,
going to Delhi Capitals.
Delhi Capitals.
Yes, going to Delhi Capitals for 8.4 crore rupees. And in fact, he was one of the first ones from uncapped players list who was picked up with that kind of prize money coming for him, more than 8 crore rupees. There's Mukul Chaudhary as well, who's been picked up by LSG for 2.6 crore rupees. And of course, there's Naman Tiwari, again, LSG bagging him for 1 crore rupees. These are some of the players who are uncapped, but they have now become crore-patis.
Absolutely. And, it's so heartening to see many of them who come from backgrounds, from struggles and their story, and suddenly this big pay packet comes to them. Let's listen in to what Aqib Dar's family, in fact, had to say after his successful, in fact, crore-pati debut in this IPL.
मैंने देखा ये ठीक रास्ता है, ये बच्चा इससे बढ़ेगा नहीं, तो फिर मैंने इसको फुल सपोर्ट किया।
तो कितनी उम्मीद थी आपको कि आप इस
उम्मीद तो थी मुझे क्योंकि इसे बहुत मेहनत की है। पूरे नारवाब की खुशी है, पूरे बारामूला डिस्ट्रिक्ट की खुशी है, पूरे जम्मू कश्मीर की खुशी है। लड़कों को इसको देखकर खेलना चाहिए, जैसे आकिब ने भी खेला है, इससे पहले भी खेलता था, आज भी खेला है। हमें उम्मीद थी, पूरी उम्मीद थी ये सिलेक्ट हो जाएगा, इंशाल्लाह हुआ।
अल्लाह का शुक्रगुजार है कि अल्लाह ने इनको इस मुकाम पे पहुंचाया। सबसे ज़्यादा इसकी खुद की मेहनत है। अगर इसकी जर्नी की बात करें तो इसकी जर्नी वहाँ से स्टार्ट होती है जहाँ पे ग्राउंड ही नहीं था। तो स्ट्रगल यहाँ पे हम खुल के बोल सकते कि स्ट्रगल कितना किया होगा बंदे ने, लेकिन इस बंदे ने कभी अपना पैर पीछे नहीं किया, हमेशा आगे बढ़ता गया।
Well, Aqib Dar there, Ankit, going for more than 8 crore rupees. And of course, this all-rounder from Baramulla in Jammu and Kashmir was amongst the first uncapped players to go for that kind of money. Let's bring in Rika Roy as well. Our colleague joins us now from the newsroom. And Rika, essentially, first let's start talking about these uncapped Indian players, the likes of Prashant, Karthik, Aqib. This is the day when they really have impressed everyone because they've been doing well in domestic circuit. Now to get rewarded with that kind of contract for IPL, really, this is what every player is aspiring for these days.
That's right, and when we talk about domestic cricket, we'll have to zoom in not just on Ranji Trophy, but the recently concluded Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy as well, in which most of these youngsters performed phenomenally. And particularly, I'll have to talk about Prashant Veer. He's had a very, very good season. He played 6 matches in 7 days, giving very high returns for his team. He's an Uttar Pradesh all-rounder, and he had also, in the middle of Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, he went for the CSK trials, and they see him as a like-for-like replacement for Ravindra Jadeja, a left-arm orthodox spinner and a left-arm batter as well. Well, he's a very, very young chap, 20-year-old. He has a really long way to go to become Ravindra Jadeja, even though his fielding skills are as smart as Jadeja's is. But of course, CSK thinks of, this as a long time investment in this young boy, and not just him, but Karthik Sharma also, wicket-keeper batsman, and MS Dhoni will have a young boy to groom this season. Thala is on probably is going to
This
be
is where,
on
Rika,
his
I have to
last
ask
year
you.
with the CSK.
I have to ask you, Rika. CSK picking both these youngsters, one 19 years of age, the other one 20. Both of them going for more than 14 crores to CSK. Are they breaking away from their experience-first philosophy by investing in these youngsters?
Well, you see, this has always been a call for CSK to invest in youngsters and look at them over a long period of time. When they brought in Ravindra Jadeja, you could say that was also their philosophy. Yes, for the last few years, they have not gone big on investing in young guns and investing as much in youngsters. But yes, this year, probably this was a part of their strategy, and they have clearly played according to that strategy to pick at least these two young boys for a premium sum.
Before, and then of course, there are these foreign players as well, those who have triggered almost a race, a money race to get them. But I just want to understand, Preeti, from you, the auction also gives you a sense of what the team's mindset and the preparation for the upcoming season is.
Absolutely.
What possibly is their strategy? Where are those gaps that they are trying to fill with these players, isn't it?
No, and more than that, Ankit, what gives you a real idea into the insights of all these teams and their strategies is the purse that they are coming with when they reach the auction table. So KKR had the highest purse, more than 64 crores. The second highest was with the CSK, Chennai Super Kings, around more than 40 crores. So these were the two teams who were looking to fill major gaps, and they have had major uthal-puthal, if I were to use that word, in their squads, from last season. They are breaking away from some sort of legacy. Something like a CSK is looking for era beyond MSD, beyond Dhoni, who else? So that's why we see them investing a lot and going for the big bucks on the auction table.
And KKR did not have a good season last time. They must be hoping that with their new buys, there is some firepower and all those things come in so that they can propel this one. But let's just talk about the foreign power, the foreign players. Those are coming in. Who are the big ones, Preeti, this time?
And that's the lead that I was looking for, actually. You spoke about KKR. KKR have the big bucks, and they have invested in the foreign players. Cameron Green becomes the costliest overseas player in the history of IPL. He has gone to KKR for 25.2 crore rupees. In fact, his bid is a world record amount for any overseas player in any franchisee in terms of competition that we get in T20 leagues across the world. The second big purchase for KKR is Matisha Pathirana, the Sri Lankan fast bowler, going for 18 crore rupees. And the interesting part, I want to really go across to Rika for this one. There's David Miller as well, but I think he was more of a steal really for the team that got him because it wasn't much for 2 crores. Rika, I want to come to you. Pathirana and Cameron Green, both of them getting the big bucks from their team KKR. But even Cameron Green, I'm told, will get only 18 crore to take home. What happens to the rest of the money and why?
Well, that's an interesting IPL rule, and Preeti, I must say, having seen the league over the last 18 years, and this is going to be the 19th season, the league has evolved to the extent that now they're not just thinking about the league, but future star development. And you've asked me why will Cameron Green get only 18 crore rupees, because that extra money beyond 18 crore rupees is going to go to a player development fund that will be routed through the BCCI. It is a cap on the salary cap that has been put on overseas professionals. It is according to the highest retention, which means that the highest retention price before the auction was 18 crore rupees. That is as much as a franchise could pay to an overseas professional. That was a rule that was set by IPL and discussed by the franchisees before moving into this auction, which is why Cameron Green will only get 18 crore rupees and the rest of the money will be given for player development.
And I thought our pay slips are the confusing ones where it seems that you're making a lot of money but very little is coming home. But I just want to very quickly talk to you about, were there surprises? Were there some players that you were hoping that would be sold, which have not been sold, remained unsold this time?
Absolutely. There were some big surprises as well. Now, on day one, what happens, Ankit, is that these players whom you're seeing on screen, they are the big shockers. I will be pulling them up one by one. Jake Fraser-McGurk, he was hailed as a generational talent by Saurav Ganguly in 2024, and he has gone unsold. Prithvi Shaw, second season in a row for him that no IPL team has shown interest in this person who was once the talent of the country, and his base price was only 75 lakh rupees. Then there were the likes of Sarfaraz Khan, who's been doing a lot of hard work on his fitness and making statements in domestic cricket as well. He's gone unsold. Akashdeep, despite various teams needing a fast bowler in their lineup, was not sold despite base price of only 1 crore rupees. There's Rahul Chahar, a promising spin all-rounder. He hasn't gone to any team. Rachin Ravindra was a big surprise to me because he has played, sort of, let's say, a modest season for CSK, but he was a talent. Liam Livingstone is the biggest surprise of the day, because along with Cameron Green, this English all-rounder was supposed to be taken today, because there are teams who will need all-rounders, and they were all talking about how Liam Livingstone really fills the gap. He is a global T20 league all-rounder who appears in various franchises, various franchises across the globe. He was not picked up.
Do they have another chance?
Yes, they do have a chance, and that's where we would say that it's big shocker of day one. They will all come back again. Chances are they might be picked up, they might not be picked up. So these are some of the things that these players will also be keenly looking forward to. But Ankit, at this point in time, we are also joined by LSG owner, by Mr. Sanjeev Goenka. Let's go across to him and ask him. Mr. Goenka, first of all, thank you so much for joining us on NDTV. Good evening.
Wonderful. It's gone superb. Our prime target was to get 2 international bowlers of quality and repute. One, an international established pacer. One, an international quality spinner. We managed to get Hasaranga and Nokia. Our 3 targets were Pathirana, Nokia, Hasaranga. We got 2 of the 3. So that was the prime objective that we had come out with. So we've done very well. In addition, we managed to get Mukul Chowdhury, who was a power hitter, and we add him to the list of Himmat Singh and Abdul Samad that we already have. We've got Naman Tiwari, who's a brilliant pace bowler. We already have a battery of pacers, but Naman gets added to that list now. So and last season, it was our bowling which let us down. Our batting was good. We scored 2,700 runs, which is the highest probably that any IPL team has scored in the history of IPL. So we've strengthened our bowling. We took Shami on an outright purchase from SRH a couple of weeks ago. So I think the team looks complete and fully balanced now.
Yeah, Mr. Goenka, very much so, because, last time, like you mentioned, your team had major gaps in bowling department. Getting Anric Nokia and Vanindu Hasaranga for just 2 crore rupees, would that be like a steal deal for your team?
Yeah, we did. Really lucky.
Yeah, you got really lucky there, sir, and you have filled the gaps. Quickly, sir, if I could ask you about LSG's strategy from here on, what would that be?
We had bid a fair bit for Pathirana, but we didn't have the purse to go beyond what we bid.
Yeah, so Pathirana, there was a lot of competition amongst various franchises, but like I asked, what would be your strategy from here on?
LSG's strategy is going to be powerful batting with aggressive bowling.
Mr. Goenka, from your side, any message to LSG fans? Should they hope to lift the title this time?
Every team in the IPL goes for the trophy, right? So saying it is like a rhetoric, but yes, we want to desperately win the trophy. We've got a good team. Now it's for the team to perform on the field.
And from an owner's point of view, one talent, if you were to pick, that you would be looking out for in this season?
It's like asking a father to pick between different children. How is that possible?
No, I understand it's a difficult question. Still, you might have 1 or 2 favorites.
I have 2 children and 2 spouses. If you were to ask me, who's my favorite? I have 4 grandchildren. Who's my favorite? I don't know.
Okay, sir, my final question to you now, following the lead on day one, what's left for you in this auction?
We're done. I mean, we've got 23 players. You can have 25. So yes, we have a couple of slots to fill, but we are basically done.
All right, there you go. LSG owner, Mr. Sanjeev Goenka there. And like he said, Ankit, we are done. I think we are almost done here as well.
Absolutely, but it's so interesting. He's one of the owners who have also made so much news apart from his team as well. But it's fantastic to get him, Preeti, on the day of the auction. And as Preeti is here, let me promise you all the action right from the auction to, of course, when the IPL begins. Everything, cricket, the World Cup, so and so forth, everything here. This is your one-stop destination. Preeti is going to bring you all the excitement and the latest gossip from every team, their strategy. All is packed here on NDTV. At this moment, that's all from us. Thank you so much.